Anna woke to the scrape of metal. The room was dim, lit only by a single bulb swinging overhead. Damp walls wept moisture. The air reeked of rust and mildew. Her wrists ached from the ropes that bound her, her lips raw from the gag. The sound came again, slow, deliberate. Footsteps. He emerged from the shadows like a reflection stepping out of glass. Same build as Sasha, same tired eyes, but sharper, colder, glimmering with something manic. He crouched in front of her, tilting his head as though she were a painting he admired. "You're brave," he said softly. "I like that. Sasha always hides. He buries his past, buries himself in silence. But you," his fingers brushed the rope near her wrist, a mockery of tenderness, "you speak. You ask. You listen. That's dangerous." Anna forced herself to glare. "If you think I'm afraid of you, you're wrong." His smile widened. "Good. Fear ruins love. I want you to see me as I am. Not a monster. Not a killer. A lover. A savior." He leaned closer, his breath warm against her ear. "When I kiss them, they never leave me. Do you understand? It's devotion. Eternal." Anna's stomach churned, but she kept her voice steady. "That's not love. That's possession." His eyes flashed, and for the first time his calm cracked. "Possession is love. To own forever, that's purity. That's truth." Across the city, Sasha Rudenko was on the move. He hadn't slept in 36 hours. His badge was gone, his name smeared across headlines, but he had one purpose left: find Anna. The Carnation had led him to the docks, but she wasn't there. Now he worked like a predator in the dark, following whispers, bribing night workers for scraps of information, chasing the faintest scent of his brother. He stopped at an old payphone, rain dripping from his coat. A scrap of paper was taped to the receiver. "One step behind, always. Are you tired yet, brother?" Sasha crumpled it, rage boiling in his chest. Every move was orchestrated. Every step, his brother danced ahead of him, leaving flowers like breadcrumbs. Anna tried to keep track of time in the warehouse, but the bulb above her swung endlessly, day blending into night. Her captor returned often, sometimes with food, sometimes with words. Once, he placed a daisy in her lap. "For innocence," he whispered. "Yours." Untouched by his lies. Another time, he pressed a mirror against her face, forcing her to look. "See? You're mine now. Reflected only in me." Anna refused to break. Every word he spoke, she catalogued. Every movement, every glance. He wasn't just trying to terrify her. He was performing, building a story. A story meant for Sasha. Sasha's search took him to the outskirts of Queens, to a derelict factory long since abandoned. He slipped inside, gun drawn though it felt useless. The main hall was empty, save for a table in the center. On it lay a cassette recorder, identical to the one in the Red Hook warehouse. He pressed play. "You can't save her, brother. You couldn't save anyone. Not Mother. Not the children in the fire. Not even yourself. But you can still join me. When the mirror shatters, there will be only one of us left. Which one will it be?" The tape clicked off. Sasha's hand shook. For the first time, he felt the weight of inevitability. His brother wasn't just hunting him, he was rewriting their history, one flower at a time. Anna waited, listening. She heard the distant hum of traffic, the occasional cry of gulls. Somewhere close, the river lapped against stone. She memorized the sounds, any clue to where she was. Her captor returned, carrying a small box. He opened it slowly, theatrically. Inside lay a white orchid, flawless, delicate. He held it out. "Do you know what this means?" Anna didn't answer. He smiled. "It means rare, precious, fragile. Just like you. My brother doesn't see it. But I do. You'll be my masterpiece." He leaned closer, his lips inches from hers. Anna's chest heaved. For the first time, fear cracked through her resolve. Far across the city, Sasha stared into another mirror in a dingy motel bathroom. His reflection looked back, pale, hollow-eyed, lips trembling. He whispered to himself, "Hold on, Anna. I'm coming." But deep in the glass, in the faintest shimmer, another face seemed to smile. The motel room stank of stale cigarettes and mold. Sasha sat hunched on the edge of the bed, map unfolded across his knees, circles and notes scribbled in red pen. He was tracing flowers now, not suspects. Rose, downtown alley. Lily, cathedral steps. Daisy, Central Park. Violet, hotel suite. Carnation, docks. Orchid, now, Anna. Each flower wasn't just a symbol. It was a breadcrumb trail. He leaned closer, eyes narrowing. Each scene had been within walking distance of the river. His brother wasn't just leaving flowers, he was leading Sasha home. Anna stirred when she heard the door creak open again. This time her captor carried a tray, water, bread, a single candle. He placed it in front of her like a lover serving dinner. "You'll be proud of me soon," he murmured. "I've saved you for last. The others were practice. But you're the finale." Anna forced her voice steady. "Why me?" He smiled, almost shyly. "Because you listen. You see me." He never did. To him, I was the shadow in the fire. To you, I can be whole. He leaned closer, brushing her cheek with the back of his hand. "He'll come for you. He has no choice. And when he does, he'll finally look into the mirror." Sasha followed his instincts to the riverfront. The storm had cleared, leaving the air heavy with fog. He parked near an abandoned pier and stepped into the silence. That's when he saw it, petals. White orchids, scattered across the boards like a trail. He followed them cautiously, gun raised. At the end of the pier sat a box. Inside, a cassette recorder. Again. He pressed play. "Close, brother. So close. Can you hear her breathing? She's waiting. But the police are waiting too. They're closer than you think." As if on cue, a voice shouted behind him. "Rudenko! Drop the weapon!" Floodlights flared, blinding him. Dozens of officers poured onto the pier, guns drawn. Captain Doyle stepped forward, jaw set. "It's over, Sasha. Put the gun down. We have a warrant. 4 murders, your DNA at every scene, and now you're running wild at another." Sasha's chest heaved. He could see the trap tightening, every cop looking at him like he was already condemned. "You don't understand," Sasha growled. "He's here. My brother. He has Anna." Doyle's face twisted with something between pity and rage. "You're delusional. You've been talking about some phantom twin since the day this started. But the evidence says it's you." Then, from the shadows of the pier, a figure appeared. For a split second, Sasha thought he was looking into a mirror. Same build, same coat, same posture. The figure raised a hand, holding something glinting in the moonlight. An officer shouted. Shots rang out. Chaos. When the smoke cleared, the figure was gone, slipped into the river fog, leaving only a smear of crimson on the boards. Sasha's heart thundered. He'd seen him. Not a hallucination. Not a phantom. Flesh and blood. But the cop saw only Sasha standing there, gun still in hand. Anna heard the distant echo of gunfire where she was held. Her captor tilted his head, listening too. Then he smiled, lips curling. "He's getting closer," he whispered. "The mirror cracks." He placed the orchid on her lap, kissed her forehead gently, and stepped back into the shadows. Anna's stomach twisted. For the first time, she felt real dread, not just for herself, but for Sasha. Because the closer he came, the more it felt like the trap was closing around both of them. Anna tested the ropes every time her captor left. They were tight, but each struggle frayed them a little more. Her wrists burned, skin rubbed raw, but pain was better than surrender. That night, when the bulb flickered out for a few seconds, she pulled hard. The rope gave just enough. Her right hand slipped free. Heart hammering, she reached for the tray left behind, bread crusts, a chipped cup of water. She broke the cup against the floor, jagged porcelain scattering. Quickly, she pocketed one sharp piece and retied the rope loosely to make it look intact. She couldn't run yet, but she could wait. And when the chance came, she'd strike. Before retightening the gag, she slipped a note under the chair, scribbled in haste with the stub of a pencil she'd stolen. Docks. River. White orchid. Sasha spent the night dodging police patrols. His face was everywhere now. TVs in store windows, newspapers slapped against kiosks, whispered conversations at every diner. Detective killer. Lovers kiss murders. Fallen hero. He ducked into a subway tunnel, heart pounding, the echo of boots above reminding him how close the net was tightening. Every step forward meant leaving his old life further behind. At dawn, he called Doyle from a payphone. Against all reason, he still trusted the captain. "Listen," Sasha said, voice low. "It's not me. You saw him last night. You know I'm not hallucinating." Doyle's silence was heavy. Then, "Turn yourself in, Rudenko, before they shoot you in the street." Sasha slammed the receiver down. He was on his own. In the warehouse, Anna's captor returned humming the same lullaby. He set another flower, a crimson tulip, on the table beside her. "Do you know what tulips mean?" he asked softly. "Declaration of love." "My declaration." Anna kept her head bowed, pretending weakness. Inside, her grip tightened on the shard of porcelain. When he leaned closer, brushing her cheek again, she twisted hard. The shard slashed across his arm. He hissed, stepping back, blood dripping down his sleeve. For a second his eyes blazed with fury, then softened into something almost adoring. "Yes," he whispered. "Fight me. That makes the love stronger." He left the room, laughter echoing behind him. Anna's breath came fast. She knew she'd only enraged him. But at least now she had his blood on the floor. A trace. A proof. Sasha stumbled into an abandoned safehouse he once used during undercover work. He collapsed against the wall, exhaustion pressing down on him. His reflection in a broken mirror across the room stared back. But this time, the reflection's lips moved first. "You can't run forever, brother." Sasha's hands shook. "Where is she?" he whispered. The reflection only smiled. Hours later, Sasha slipped back to the river docks, searching for any clue he'd missed. That's when he saw it, tucked under the chair where the orchid had been. A scrap of paper, smeared with pencil marks. Docks. River. White orchid. His chest tightened. Anna had left it. She was alive. For the first time in days, hope flared. But it lasted only seconds. Behind him, voices shouted. "Freeze! Hands where we can see them!" Spotlights blazed. Armed officers emerged from the fog. This time, they weren't here to question. They were here to take him down. Sasha raised his hand slowly, heart racing. The reflection in a nearby puddle smiled again, lips forming silent words only he could hear. "She dies if you stop."